If you're looking for a podcast to help you keep yourself from disappointing people, you're in the wrong place. This is about disappointing people. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Pag-usapan natin yan in this new podcast episode. Hi there, and welcome to the Trying Hard with Laika podcast, where we try hard, keep trying hard to figure life out, to help each other out, and hopefully just find a little bit of hope in these trying times. And this podcast episode is actually born out of a comment that someone wrote during one of my live streams. And I could just feel how terrified this person is in disappointing people. And I could feel the fear kasi ganun din ako eh. Like, tell me na, okay, you're ugly or tell me something bad. Pero if you tell me na I'm disappointed in you, especially if meron talaga akong ginawang hindi maganda, hindi ako patutulugin ng comment na yun. So, I understand how difficult it is to carry that weight, that burden na, naku, baka pag may ginawa ako hindi maganda, nasabi ako na mali, madidisappoint ko in someone. Or if you're a student and people have expectations sa kung sino ka, pag hindi mo na-meet yung expectations na yun, baka madisappoint mo sila. So, una sa lahat, let me lead by saying that this is a real feeling and this is a real and valuable thing, yung fear of disappointing people. Kasi ang realidad niyan is this is a problem for those who care. And it's a sad reality in life that those who care, sometimes even care too much, they are the people na burdened by this. And yung mga tao na walang pakialam sa mundo, walang pakialam sa kapwa, sila yung parang ang laya-laya nila, na wala silang burden, wala silang pressure, wala silang anything that would hold them back. And it's sad how some people, they don't recognize na itong mga tao who already care too much about what other people think about them, about people accepting them, sila pa yung lalong pinipressure. Now, I did have an earlier episode on dealing with pressure or managing pressure. And if you haven't listened to that episode yet, I hope that you find the time to do so. Kasi this is not about that. This podcast episode is not about handling pressure or dealing with pressure. That's a different conversation. This is more about disappointing people. Now, here's the thing. You could parang twist this conversation and find a little bit of solace in how if you are worried about disappointing people, it means that they have expectations. And why do I say that like it's a good thing? Well, I'm saying that like it's a good thing because that means na kung sino man yung madidisappoint mo, they actually believe in you. They believe that you have potential. They believe that you can do so much more. You won't disappoint people if wala silang expectations sa kung sino ka. Now, when I was growing up, I had an aunt and, well, she's no longer with us, but hindi siya biological aunt, si Tita Del. Pero she really is more of an aunt to me than some of my biological aunts. And she would always say that, parang never expect and you'll never be disappointed. And it's true. If wala kang expectations sa tao, they would sometimes surprise you, yes. Pero hindi ka madidisappoint kung gagawa sila ng hindi maganda. And I've lived by that for a long time na. And it really has helped me. So, for example, if merong mga politiko na may ginagawang hindi maganda, disappointed pa ba ako? Hindi naman kasi wala naman ako expectation sa kanila. Bad trip ako na nangungurakot sila pero hindi disappointed kasi hindi naman ako nagtiwala sa kanila in the first place. Now, that kind of alleviates some of the negativity that comes with disappointment. And ganun din sa ibang mga tao. If you know that this person has been consistently, doing bad things sa'yo, huwag ka na mag-expect na tutulungan ka nila o magsasabi sila ng maganda about you. Kasi ganun na sila their entire lives. So, malabong magbago. If they change, it's going to be a pleasant surprise. But if they don't, at least hindi ka disappointed. They're just behaving as you expect them to. Now, why am I leading with that? Why am I saying that? Kasi here's the reality of things, no? If you never disappoint people, they will always expect something from you. Ulitin ko yon. If you never disappoint people, they will always expect something from you. Ano ibig sabihin yan? If you're the type of person na honor student ka all the time, meron na silang certain expectations sa'yo. Kasi never mo silang disappoint. Lagi kang straight A student, lagi kang mabait, lagi kang sumusunod, lagi kang tahimik. Because lagi mo silang sinusunod, yung standards nila lagi mong mini-meet. Nako-condition yung mga tao to expect something from you. So if you never disappoint people, they will always expect something from you. Sa kabilang side nun, if you always disappoint people, they will never expect anything from you. Ulitin ko yun ha. If naman you always disappoint people, then they will never expect anything from you. Hindi rin maganda yon kasi even if you're trying to do good na, even if you're trying to really work hard, alam mo yun, the same people would still be, wala, ganyan talaga yan. Lagi namang failure yan, lagi naman yung palpak. So, wala na silang expectation sa'yo. I feel like those two things are on the opposite sides of a spectrum. And both things actually are negative. Kasi if you're living your life constantly trying not to disappoint someone and constantly then trying to disappoint people para wala silang expectation sa'yo kasi gusto mo, wala, bahala na si Batman. Ayoko ng responsibilidad, ayoko ng expectations, ayoko ng anything. Both of them, ang nangyayari, you're living a life na akala mo ay okay, akala mo malaya ka, akala mo perfect A ka, pero you're living for other people. And you're living sa standard na inimpose ng ibang tao sa'yo. Either yung mataas na standard o yung kawalan ng standard, you're making decisions based on other people's perception. At hindi magandang way yun of living. Kasi either way, lagi pa rin may mga disappoint sa'yo. And I know that kasi I've lived a life on both na sides ng spectrum. I've also lived a life na constantly under watch. Kasi ako ay anak ng pastor, ako ay isa sa mga only apos, only pamangkin sa side ng mother side ko. Sa community namin, laging, si ate Kambal, si ate Ann mo, Ann yung nickname ko when I was growing up. Ganito yan, ganyan. So, may laging under scrutiny. And lagi, even when I was at the very top of my game, sabihin na natin, or performing so well, or trying to be this perfect person, even then, there will always be people na disappointed sa akin. So I just live this life na para realizing over time na you're going to keep disappointing people. The only question is, who are the people that you're willing to disappoint? Which leads me back to what I said dun sa intro ng podcast episode na to, which is, you have to be ready to disappointing people. You have to be ready to keep disappointing people. And by disappointing people, I mean that these are the same people na ikaw mismo, ma-disappoint ka na lang din sa kanila kasi hindi naman tama yung ginagawa nila sa'yo. So again, it's not a question of whether you will disappoint people. It's a question of who you will disappoint. And if you will disappoint someone, let it be those people, the wrong people. Kasi you will never be right for the wrong people. Ulitin ko yan, you will never be right for the wrong people. So how do you kind of make sense of all of this? Now, if we define disappointment, it's basically what happens or what we feel when reality doesn't meet expectations. Now, etong expectations na to, we have to examine kung saan ba siya galing. And I think that there are 4 sources ng disappointment na okay lang. Like, if you disappoint these people, if they find you disappointing, someone says, disappoint ako sa'yo. And this is what happened, you have to let it go. Kasi okay lang sa'yo dapat na na-disappoint mo sila because of these things. These are good reasons to disappoint people. Okay? And I'm saying that, take this with a grain of salt, but this is how I've managed to kind of push through and soldier on in my life, lalo na sa content creation, lalo sa social media. Because when someone says, I'm disappointed sa'yo, and it's because of these 4, I'm like, okay, good. then I did my job well. Now, first thing, you have to be ready to disappoint those who have this trait, no? They are just unappeasable people. Ulitin ko ha. Be ready to keep disappointing unappeasable people. Pag sinabi natin ng unappeasable, ibig sabihin, hindi mo taman talaga sila mapaplease. May mga tao sa buhay na kahit anong gawin mo, yun yung sinasabi ng lola ko nun, kahit mangitlog ka ng ginto, hindi sila matutuwa sa'yo. Because they set it in their hearts already to hate you. And hindi lang siya nangyayari, I feel, sa public people, but even in our private lives. There will be people, and I'm hoping na hindi masyadong marami yung sa circle mo, na for some reason, lagi kang failure dito sa tao na to. Hindi kanya pinupuri pag may ginawa kang maganda, hindi kanya ina-appreciate, hindi kanya ina-encourage, but they always find fault in what you do. And when you determine that this person is an unappeasable person and they get disappointed sa'yo, ganyan ka lang. Like, okay, sige, pagpag, shrug it off, move forward. Because you already know and you're already expecting na wala kang gagawing tama sa tao na to. Now, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie. If this person is someone dear to you, someone who you really want to appreciate you, someone you love, someone you look up to, and they're like this to you, masakit siya. And I'm saying that because I've had the, not privilege but the awful experience of having these people in my life na, alam mo yun, kahit binigay mo na lahat, wala ka namang ginagawang hindi maganda. Anyone would want you to be their daughter, their child. Anyone would want you to be part of their lives. But for some reason, this person, who should be the one taking care of you, appreciating you, like encouraging you and being that positive person in your life, for some reason, this person has spite for you and just doesn't want you. And I have that person still in my life. And yun, alam mo yung every time na magkikita kayo, natatakot ako na baka kung ano na naman yung masasabi niya or mahahanap niyang mali sa akin. And it will send me on a spiral. Kasi for some reason, because I, again, love this person, I look up to this person, pag siya yung nagsabi, ang bigat-bigat sa akin. And for a long time, it wasn't until, I would say, 2 years ago, na kahit papaano, dinilo ko talaga na i-let go na yun. Na tanggapin ko na lang na this person would never love me like that. This person would never give me unconditional love. I will always be kulang. Wala lang, ganun lang talaga. Kailangan ko tanggapin yung fact na nag-decide na siya sa puso niya na ako ang kanyang emotional punching bag. At for some reason, if that person feels something negative sa buhay nila, ako yung babalikan. Laging ako yung masamang tao, ako yung madamot, ako yung mali. And there's nothing I could do to change that. And so in my book, I just marked that person as, okay, this person is an unappeasable person. And when they are disappointed sa akin, I can chalk it up to hindi accurate yung pagkakakilala niya sa akin. At hindi ko mababago yung pananaw niya sa akin. It doesn't mean na it doesn't hurt anymore, but it just now makes sense more. And it's easier to shake that feeling off. Because may mga tao naman na hindi ganun sa buhay ko. And I could lean on them na, okay, tama ba na magalit ako sa sarili ko just because this person doesn't like me or is always disappointed in me? And they would tell me na hindi, okay, you've done all you could. Like, wala naman ako masasabing hindi maganda sa'yo. It's just that ganun lang talaga siya. So yun, yung number 1 pa lang medyo mabigat na. There may be an unappeasable person in your life. And if they're the ones who's na laging disappointed sa'yo, wala kang magagawa. They have chosen in their heart to look at you as a scapegoat, as someone who's bad, as someone who is never going to be good. So, hindi mo mababago yung isip nila. So yeah, be ready to disappoint unappeasable people. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is uncontrollable factors. If you are disappointing someone because of an uncontrollable factor, then you can shake that feeling off. Bakit? I am so confused sometimes when people act like you disappoint them when it's really not your fault. Alam yun? Let's put up a hypothetical scenario. If late ka, so yun natin, late ka sa isang meeting, but it was because bumaha ng lampas tao, it was because nagka-earthquake, something out of your control. And you show up to the meeting soaking wet, late. And then they say, grabe, you're such a disappointment. I'm so disappointed in you. Pero hindi mo kasalanan eh. Like, may mga uncontrollable factors outside ng iyong physical, ng iyong literal na kakayahan. Then, wag mo masyadong dibdibin yung disappointment nila. Because in many ways, it is up to them to understand na hindi mo kasalanan yun. It was not up to you. And I'm saying that because I also grew up with people who did not care about situations outside your control. They would always find a way to blame you for certain things na, alam mo yun, ikaw pa rin na may kasalanan. Parang, kahit na ikaw yung na-abuse, ikaw yung nasaktan, ikaw yung victim dun sa scenario, laging, hindi, pero ito dapat ginawa mo. Pero kasalanan mo pa rin kasi dapat wala ka dun sa sitwasyon na yun. Yung victim blaming is so real in my life, lalo na in my past. Which is weird kasi nung mga times na mas vulnerable ako, mas bata ako, mas powerless ako, mas malala yung victim blaming. And now that I'm outside those circles, ngayon ko pa mas napaninindigan yung sarili ko. Kasi nga, again, wala na yung oppressive na imbalance ng power na yun. Pero yeah, if people are disappointed because of something you can't control that happened to you, that someone did to you, they shouldn't be. And you can let go of that disappointment. It's not your fault. Now, we have 2 more things to talk about, but before that, let's take a break. So, siya yung bumibili ng planner, taon-taon kasi New Year, New You. Oo. Pero hindi niya naman sinusulatan. Pala yun. Kasi daw pangit yung sulat niya, sayang yung papel. Tapos minsan, January, okay pa, sinusulatan niya, ginagamit niya. February, okay pa. Tapos susunod niyang bubuksan, September na. Ganun ka rin ba? Ako rin kasi, kaya nga gumawa ko ng sarili kong planner. Ito ang planner na para sa mga try-hard, kagaya ko. At dahil hindi nakakahiya maging trying hard, mas nakakahiya to not try at all, nilagay na natin sa cover mismo. This planner is undated, kaya pwede mo simulan gamitin kahit kailan. At kung makakalimutan gamitin pwede mong gamitin ulit. Walang masasayang na papel. But I should warn you, this planner is not for everyone. Parang yung podcast natin. Others may look at it and say it's too much or it's too messy. Pero I made these choices para hindi kayo mahiyang gamitin. This is the kind of planner you can use and abuse. Aside from the monthly spread, weekly spread, at yung task list, meron din siyang mga activity sheets that you can use sa inyong journey sa personal development. At kung ready ka na bumili para sa'yo o para panregalo, you can go to bit.ly/tryinghard planner. And for the first 100 orders hanggang November 30, I will also include a dedication. Kung gusto nyo lang naman. You just let us know dun sa notes kung kaninong pangalan ang isusulat. Now, I always tell you to dream big, work hard, and start now. This planner right here is actually one of my big dreams, so thank you all for making it come true. Hi there and welcome to the Trying Hard with Laika podcast. And yeah, we already talked about unappeasable people. If these are the people you keep disappointing, let them go. Wala kang magagawa doon. And the second thing you're going to have to think about ay uncontrollable factors. If the reason why you disappointed someone is because of something outside your control and you aren't able to anticipate, alam mo yon, you have to let it go. If they're still disappointed, I mean, apologize, but that's it. You have to let go kasi hindi mo naman yun kontrolado, di ba? Now, the third thing you have to be ready na kapag ganito yung sitwasyon, makaka-disappoint ka ng someone is if they have unrealistic demands. Now, why do I say unrealistic demands? Kasi, and again, source of frustration din to sa akin. For example, how could a parent who does not support their child demand something so big from them? I was talking to a friend before, and I shared this with her. Sabi ko, when it comes to like parents loving their children loving their parents back, if you love your parent back the way that they loved you, kasi kung paano kanila minahal, ganun mo sila minamahal, okay na yun. Kasi minamahal mo sila pabalik. Kumbaga, ganun sila magmahal yung tinuro nila sa yung paraan ng pagmamahal. Okay na yun. But for a parent to want their child to love them back in a way that they want, nahiwalay na iba doon sa kung paano nila minahal yung anak nila, that's too much. If your parent did not hug you, did not kiss you, did not encourage you, give you words of affirmation, did not support the things that you love, and now that they're old, they want that from you. Diba? Gusto nila, like, the way that you speak to them is always kind, always, diba, alam mo yon, tolerant. Pero, nung bata ka, ikaw yung minumura ka nila or na-abuse ka nila verbally. Paano? Ang unrealistic nung demand na yun. Kasi wala yun sa vocabulary mo eh. Sometimes when I get that opportunity, and I know if may masusupercut man to or someone would react negatively, I really don't care kasi I want to put this out there. Sometimes may nangyari na there's this parent who approached me na parang, Coach, naiinggit ako kasi pa nakikita ko yung mga amiga ko. Grabe yung mga anak nila, iniyayakap sila, hinahalikan sila, ang lambing-lambing sa kanila. Tapos yung mga anak ko, hindi ako ginaganon. Tapos, I really was very direct when I told her na, pero mommy, may question po ako. Nung bata po ba yung anak ninyo? Inaakap niyo po ba sila? Hinahalikan niyo po ba sila? Nilalambing niyo po ba sila? Do you really have that personal relationship with your children? Because if you did not teach your children how to love like that, you can't ask for that paglaki nila. Kasi wala yun sa vocabulary nila. Hindi nila natutuhan na ganun pala magmahal. I'll let that sit muna for a bit. Okay. Now, I understand. Some children are kind enough. They're angels, I would say. They go so far beyond what's expected of them na kahit na hindi sila minahal ng ganun ng magulang nila, mamahalin nila ng ganun. But to expect that from every child, I don't think it's realistic. Now, of course, if you want to hold yourself sa standard na yon na parang kahit hindi ako minahal ng ganun, ibibigay ko pa rin. Good. Like, saludo ako sa'yo. Like, mad respect, fine. But, hindi yun ang normal. Ang normal ay, we love the way we were loved. So, kung unrealistic yung demands, and they get disappointed, you have to let it go. Parents who want a flat 1 grade from their kids, pero hindi nila binibigyan ng pambaon, hindi nila binibigyan ng suporta, minumura pa nila pagdating sa bahay. How could you ask for something that big from someone if hindi mo naman sila susuportahan? Kapag hindi realistic yung demands ng tao and they get disappointed, it's not your fault. That's why I'm also all for setting people's expectations. Kaya diba, I always tell you then, like, you'll always be disappointed sa akin. There will be things you will not agree with me sa mga sinishare ko, sa mga sinasabi ko. There will be times na I would have a less than savory response to certain people. I have good days, I have bad days. If we're talking about your expectations sa akin, ngayon palang ibaba nyo na kasi I will always disappoint you. Ayoko kayong bigyan ng unrealistic demands sa kung sino ako na parang, hindi si Coach Laika sobrang bait niyan, sobrang laging ganito. Hindi. I also have bad days. Like, there will be times I will disappoint you. I will make terrible choices because that's the reality of the situation. And to demand something like that from someone na parang, hindi siya pwedeng magkamali, hindi siya pwedeng madapa, hindi siya pwedeng may isang bagay na we don't completely agree on. Parang hindi naman tama yun. Nahingin sa isang tao. 'Di ba? So kung ayaw natin na hinihingan tayo ng unrealistic na demands, dapat wag din natin hingin or i-expect sa iba. Now, the fourth thing is also very important, and this is where the other people come in. Kapag may unbalanced pressure. Now, we already talked about pressure again before, pero what I'm talking about here specifically is if someone is disappointed in you for doing this thing, like this small thing, pero sa ibang tao, sobrang lenient nila, sobrang bait nila, hindi balanced yung pressure. Like, you could do the exact same thing, and the other person will be praised and you will be punished. If ganon, if obvious na may favoritism, if obvious na merong leaning, merong kinikilingan, may pinoprotektahan, merong tinuturing na mas iba kesa sa'yo. And this person gets disappointed, wag mo masyadong dibdibin. And I'm saying that kasi nga, again, sa experience din, alam mo yun, yung sometimes I wonder in my life, when people are disappointed in who I am, ano bang nagawa kong mali? Like, wala naman akong ginawang mali. Wala naman akong pagkukulang. Higit-higit pa nga. Parang, for someone to say that masama akong tao, kaya madamot ako, kaya masama ugali ko. Tapos, right across from me, there's someone who's doing something worse and saying certain things and, alam mo yun, not being responsible. Tapos siya, hindi siya ginaganon, bine-baby siya, sinasabihan pa siya na, buti ka pa, hindi ka katulad ni Angelique, yung mga ganon. Okay na ako. Like, okay, hindi pala kayo patas. Hindi fair yung expectations ninyo. Laging ako yung nakaka-disappoint. Pero yung ibang tao who's doing worse, hindi sila disappointment. Okay, ibig sabihin may unbalanced na pressure dito. At hindi ako maniniwala every time you tell me that you're disappointed in me. So, yeah, 4 things. Unappeasable people, uncontrollable factors, unrealistic demands, and unbalanced pressure. If these 3, yung last 3, they match up to that unappeasable person, then you have to let it go. Sa buhay, hindi pwedeng napaplease natin lahat. It's really not a good thing to aim for kasi imposible yan mangyari. But if you're going to disappoint someone, make sure that you disappoint those people na in the first place, wala ka naman talagang magagawa na tama sa kanila. Knowing that they have power over you, knowing that they could hurt you with their words and with their disappointment. People sometimes would go as far as weaponizing disappointment. Yung parang, ganito ka pa naman, I'm so disappointed in you, ganyan. But if you know in your heart na the reason why they were disappointed ay hindi accurate na pagkakailala sa sayo, hindi tama na pagkaka-interpret ng sinabi mo. If the problem is with them, you have to let it go. And then you just keep trying to do good. Kasi if ilalagay mo sa sarili mo yung burden na laging maging, alam mo yun, ma-please ang ibang tao at hindi sila ma-disappoint sa'yo, hindi yun mangyayari. Okay? So I'm hoping, again, this is a difficult situation, difficult conversation to have, but I'm hoping may napulot kayo dito. And if you haven't followed the podcast yet, subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do that. Again, I'm so thankful sa inyo who journey with me throughout life. And if I ever disappoint you in the future, I'm really sorry, but I'm hoping if ever that happens, it really is truly my fault. Keep encouraging each other. Keep revisiting some of these things, and I'm hoping that you really find the people who will get disappointed at you for the right reasons. And muna for now, as we always say, dream big, work hard, start now, and don't let those who call you a try hard keep you from trying hard. Let's keep trying. I'll talk to you next time.